I'm getting emotional. I don't know why.
I, I know
It's
why.
just very frustrating. Oh, I'm cramping. Um, I was in a very good spot, physically, mentally, spiritually. I had some big goals I was ready to accomplish, and I cannot believe this happened to me. All I remember is hitting him with the shot, and the first thing that went through my mind was that was a super hard leg kick, and like he's not taking more than one or two of those. Like that had to have hurt him. Then, secondly, I looked up at his eyes and I saw him have like almost like a poker face on. I'm like, oh, bro, there's no more. There's no more. You can't take any more of those. I know that had to have hurt. And then apparently I stepped back, and that's must have been where I looked down and I got the visual of my leg flopping around. I don't remember stepping down, but I just remember seeing my leg, rubbery, and knowing what just happened. I hit the floor. I told Uriah Hall, I'm good. Like, don't hit me.
Yeah.
In a second here, I put my head down and I just took a bunch of moments, and I just was, first, I cannot believe that was my leg. There's no way that was my leg. Like, what the hell? And then I was like, okay, I'm dealing with some severe pain right now. I need to just calm down and just relax. And so I put my head down. I was relaxing, and then the chaos was beginning to mount around me, with the doctors and Herb Dean and all that. And they right away they're trying to like turn me over. I could hear them, discussing between them, and almost the uncertainty of the situation and the shock even on them. But I was still staying calm. I wasn't making noises, and I was putting my head down. And Herb Dean, at one point, he's like, I guess probably looking down on me. My head was down, and he starts yelling out to them, he's out, he's unconscious, he's unconscious. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just trying to stay calm. And I put my head back down. And then next thing I know, they want to move me, and put it into this brace or splint. And I was just asking them what they're trying to do, and let's work together here. Like, let's not like, you decide, because I knew my leg was snapped in half. And I understand if someone has my foot and someone has my knee and you go in different directions,
Right.
they're not going to be working well together. So I was just like, let me know what you're going to do. Let's do it together, please. And I was like trying to almost direct the situation. And then the pain really started hitting. And then it went from me, being super calm, not talking at all, to like singing. I was humming and praying. And that was crazy.
What were you singing?
I remember I was singing a bunch of things. Anything to keep my mind off it. I didn't want to hear what they were saying anymore, because it was scary, the things they were saying. When they start talking about the pulse of my foot, and you can't hear them say if they hear it or not. And, I was just started making noise in my own head, so I didn't hear them. I was covering my ears. I know, at least in the hospital, I remember covering my ears a lot and just yelling and making noises so I couldn't hear them, like, say anything. And it was also a way for me to deal with the pain that was going on. I remember at one point singing, Jesus loves me, yes he does. So I went back to like my elementary religion classes. Yeah, I don't know what else I was singing exactly, but I was just humming and making noises. And then when I got into the back, I was, screaming for my wife, making sure, she was back there with me. They were like saying they were going to have to leave without her. I remember they had won the boy in the ambulance. I'm like, where is Marie? And they couldn't find her. And they ended up finding her. She got on the ambulance. They were like, we're leaving without her. I'm like, you are not leaving without her. I will jump out of this ambulance. It was that. And then the other thing, literally probably, I don't know, 30 seconds into me being injured, when can you guys put me out? Get me pain medication immediately. And they couldn't get me any pain medication until I was on the ambulance. So on the ambulance, I'm like, get me the IV, put the pain medication in me right now, please, please, please. I was just begging to not deal with this type of pain. I can't even describe that pain, man. It was something I'll never be able to really articulate. It was just so, it was brutal, man. You could feel the bones, rubbing against each other, especially, if they were, one guy's picking up on my heel and not realizing my leg is snapped, and now the tibia and fibula are bumping into each other. And who knows, obviously there was bone hanging out my calf too. I don't know what was going on. I was keeping my eyes closed, but the pain was terrible. Colton.